The 1.17 item command can be used to put armor or weapons on players, as you can see done with a simple command block chain. You can also use this command to put blocks, such as glass, on mobs' heads. And not only that, but you can also use this command to replace any spot in a player or mob's inventory, as you can see done with this sword and this husk's main hand. To use the item command, you can either choose to use the Minecraft chat or a command block. I'll be using command block so you can see it easier. Let's start by doing /item, and then entering in replace. Next, you'll do block or entity. If you want to replace the items that a block is containing, like a chest, use block, but for now we'll be doing an entity, so we'll be modifying players or mobs. Next, you can choose to put @p to target the nearest player to you, or you can type in a username. I'll just be doing @p, and as there's no one else in this world, it'll target me. Next, we have a long list of selections here that you can choose for where you want to put your item. There's inventory for villagers, for weapons, but I'll just be focusing on the weapon main hand, which is wherever an entity is holding something. So if you've got your hand out and there's a diamond sword in it, then this will be replacing that diamond sword. Next, we'll just do with, because we're replacing it with something, and we'll enter in Minecraft iron sword. So as you can see, we're doing item replace on an entity, the nearest player, the main hand, what they're holding, with iron sword. And as you can see, an iron sword is placed in my main hand every time I activate the command block. Now there's other slots you can choose to target with this item command. I'll remove the weapon main hand and replace it with hotbar 5. So now this will place it in my 5th slot in my hotbar, which is actually the 6th slot. As you can see, if I flick the lever, you can see that the iron sword is in my 6th hotbar slot. That is because the hotbars are moved forward, because the first slot is counted as 0. So it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so on. Now this is the same with the inventory slot, which puts it in your inventory instead of in your hotbar, further in your player inventory. So if I do inventory 1, done, flick the lever, then inside my inventory you can see it's not at the furthermost left spot, but it's at the second to furthermost. That's because the numbers progress down to the right and start with a 0. Next, we can use this with blocks. We'll start in a similar fashion doing /item, and then we'll do replace like usual, but this time we'll enter in block. And you can choose how to target this block. If you do the squiggly lines, you can target relative position, or you can just get the coordinates of the block you want to modify using F3. Enter your coordinates of the block in. So these must be the coordinates that a chest is at, and you can begin entering in your inventory spot. Chests use a container tag. We'll be using one of these. I'll just do container 1 to show you how that works. And then we'll do with again, and we'll just do iron sword again. Press done. And as you can see, the iron sword is in the 2nd to 1st slot because I used 1 and not 0. Now if I put in 10, flick it again, you can see the iron sword is down because it was 9 further than the first number. Here's 2 little charts I made for those of you having trouble understanding the rows and the slots. Basically, the inventory and the containers all increment the numbers by 1, so if you move to the left, the numbers increase by 1, and if you move down, the numbers increase by 9. Please do consider subscribing or checking out my channel page for more content like this. Thanks for watching.